Yo, what is up, YouTube? Back with another video. Today, we are going to be starting with the AFC East predictions. Start with the Buffalo Bills. So, we got the Buffalo Bills. They were one of the most dominant teams in the NFL last year. They made the AFC Championship game and lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. Nothing really surprising there, but the Buffalo Bills showed a lot of progression throughout that year. Josh Allen, I think he could win the MVP in his career. This team is very good, expected to be good for quite a while. So the Buffalo Bills play their fellow division rivals, the Patriots twice, Dolphins twice, Jets twice. They also play the NFC South, including the Buccaneers, Saints, Panthers, Falcons, couple good games there, and the AFC South, Colts, Titans, Jaguars, and the Texans, along with two division winners from last year in the AFC, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. And then they also play one more NFC team that they played 2 years ago who also came in first place in their division, and that team is the Washington football team. So definitely one of the harder schedules in the league, still a couple easy games. Let's go through it. The Buffalo Bills, in my opinion, are one of the best teams in the league, and they have a strong opening schedule, starting with the Steelers, a team that they have dominated over the last couple seasons. I think the Steelers are going to give them a fight. I am a Steelers fan. I think they're going to give them a fight. Wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers won, but you got to give it to the Bills here, obviously. There's just no debating it. They've dominated the Steelers, and the Bills really haven't had any losses in their offseason. We're going to see what happens, but definitely a win for the Bills coming from a Steelers fan. The next team this team plays is at the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins had a decent offseason, but honestly, I don't think Tua is the answer. He did not perform well last year. It was a mistake to even start him over Fitzpatrick. I don't see him then, even though this game is in Miami, I don't see the Dolphins winning. Their defense maybe debatably got worse, still really good. It had a lot of turnovers last year. And, Bills are just going to dominate. Give them the win here. Week 3, they play that, outer conference game that each team gets a year. This is against Washington football team. It is at home. And, Washington's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't be surprised if Washington won this game, gave him a fight. Washington's really good. Their defense is really good. Only, struggle they had last year was on offense. They got Fitzpatrick. So I wouldn't be surprised if Washington had a pretty good game here, but still, you got to give the Bills the win. They're just too good. And in week 4, they have another home game. Wow, that is a lucky schedule. They play the Texans, worst team in the league, easiest win of their season. Now, this is where it gets very tough. They go on the road 2 weeks in a row, starting with the Kansas City Chiefs. There is no way they win this game. The Kansas City Chiefs are just too dominant. They will always beat good teams. No shot, the Bills win this game. I just think Kansas City, I don't even know why they're so good every year. They just are. Good teams always choke against them because of pressure. I just don't see the Bills winning. And then they play another road game in a row at the Titans. I made my prediction about this game a while ago. I'm changing it. I do think the Titans are going to win this game. Even though they beat them last year, the Titans had a struggle, but their defense got better. They got Bud Dupree in the offseason. That's a huge pickup. And, of course, the biggest pickup of the offseason so far, they traded for Julio Jones. Titans offense going to be insane. Titans defense, secondary is kind of garbage. Defensive line got a lot better. Bud Dupree, like I said, is insane. So I think the Titans actually upset the Bills, and the Bills start 4-2. I believe that this is going to be one of their best games of their year for the Titans, of course. So week 7, the Buffalo Bills get a bye week. That is a pretty well-timed bye week, pretty generous. As you have just saw, they played 2 road games in a row before that at the Chiefs, not the Titans. And, that is pretty tough. So a bye week after that is pretty generous by the NFL. So the next game they play is at the Miami Dolphins. At home against the Miami Dolphins. I do believe Bills are going to win this game. I don't think the Bills are going to lose any of their home games. They're just one of those teams, they had a really good record last year at home, and it's going to be good once again. Dolphins, like I said, I think the AFC East is getting a lot better. Patriots are better than they were before. Jets are going to be better. But the Dolphins, I think they actually got worse. So I think the Bills win this game with ease. So the next game they play is at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't really know what to say about the Jaguars. Are they going to be good or are they going to be bad? New head coach Urban Meyer, number 1 pick Trevor Lawrence. Many people are saying Trevor Lawrence is going to be the first quarterback since Andrew Luck to bring their team to the postseason as a rookie first-round pick, of course. I don't believe it. I still believe, the Bills get the easy win. And then they have another road game in a row. This is easy. They play the Jets. Number 2 pick, Zach Wilson, is going to be playing in this game. I think most overrated player in the league, probably. And, Bills, easy win. Next game. This is going to be a good one. But they're fortunate it's at home. It's against the Colts. They played the Colts in the playoffs last year, 2-7. They almost lost. That was with Phillip Rivers, but they got Carson Wentz. I think the Colts have an opportunity to be even better than they were last year. Carson Wentz is going to bring another, probably another level to this team's offense. We're just going to have to see what happens. I think this is going to be the hardest game at home for the Buffalo Bills this year. It's going to be a good game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bills lost. And I do think they're going to win by maybe a field goal or a touchdown. But mark my words, this might be one of their only home losses of their season. So the next game they play is at the Saints. This is going to be, I don't know what to say. This is another I don't know what to say. Because the Saints, without Drew Brees, they won games last year with Taysom Hill, but he's retired. I don't even know who's going to be their starting QB. It's going to be Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston. Either or, I think the Saints are not going to win this game. Bills are just going to overpower them. So next they play the Patriots at home. Many are expecting the Patriots to, return to the promised land. I don't buy it, though. Maybe they make the playoffs, but I don't buy the promised land thing. In other words, the Super Bowl. Is Mac Jones or Cam Newton going to be playing in this game? No idea. This is the first time they play each other, and this is week 13. So the 2 games they play against the Patriots are later in the season. It's going to be an interesting game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots, pulled up an upset. It's probably the second hardest home game for the Bills, and that's saying a lot because, the Patriots are garbage. I think the Bills' schedule, besides, the first seed teams that they have to play, is pretty simple. I think the Bills get the win. And they have a really tough road game, week 14, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, Tom Brady gets to play, the Bills at Tampa Bay. Tom Brady never loses to the Bills, never will. I can't see the Bills winning this game. It's going to be probably their hardest game of the year. I said that about the Chiefs, but still, Buccaneers are better than the Chiefs. We saw them in the Super Bowl. I think the Buccaneers have a chance to go 17-0. That's how good they are. I wouldn't be surprised. Bills not winning this one. Next, they play the Panthers at home, easy win. And then they play at the Patriots week 16. So this is one of those games that I think everyone is expecting the Patriots to win this one, but the Bills pull off the upset. The Bills need the seeding. They're going to be competing with the Colts, the Titans, I should say, and of course, the Chiefs for the first seed. So this is one of those must-win games, and it's an easy choke game because it's a division rival. I wouldn't be surprised if they did choke. I'm going to have to give the win to the Bills once again. And then they play the Falcons at home. Come on now. And then the Jets at home. Come on now. 2 easy games to end their year. I mean, I may be going off of last year's teams, but I think the Jets and the Falcons are just so bad. I predicted the Falcons to go 5-11 last year. They went 4-12. Most hate I ever got on a YouTube video. But there you go. I always bring it up when I have the opportunity. So, the Bills. They have a decent schedule. It's not easy. It's not hard. But I think they're going to go 14-3. Losing to the Chiefs on the road, the Titans on the road, and the Buccaneers on the road. Definitely 3 very tough road games. Maybe they win one of them. Maybe they don't. And I think the only home game they have a chance at losing is against the Colts. So that is it. Comment down below your prediction. I think the Bills, come on. They're going to be good next year, obviously. Probably 14-3 is my prediction. Thanks for watching. Adios.